Okay. Students, faculty, family, and friends, I'm humbled and honored to address you today as my classmates and I celebrate our transition from nursing students to new nurse graduates. It has been a long, arduous journey filled with great challenges, novel experiences, and life-altering moments, but we have made it. Though it may be difficult to process at this point, the sleepless nights, ungodly early mornings, missed time with our families, and caffeine-induced hypomanic episodes have all been worth it. Yes, my friends, we have climbed the great mountain of textbooks that have rose up on our dining room tables like the fiery crags of Mordor, and lived to tell the tale. We have sailed the 7 seas in search of the great white whale of pharmacology, perpetually mocking us with its immense size and mystifying nomenclature, and dispatched it. We have flown the X-wing of infection control with our trusty R2-D2 known as hand hygiene into the Death Star of nosocomial infections, and won the day. It appears my analogies are getting a little heavy-handed. In short, we've worked hard and persevered. I can say without hesitation that nursing school has been one of the most challenging endeavors I have ever had in my life. Though I knew it was not going to be a simple undertaking, it has required a level of conviction that I had not anticipated. Nursing is a multidisciplinary enterprise that seeks to combine the humanities and sciences in such a way to meet the holistic needs of another human being. It demands a sharp intellect, physical resiliency, and emotional grace. More practically, it also requires sitting in a chair in a library or classroom for hours on end until one's gluteus becomes soricus to the maximus. Through it all, though, my classmates and I have learned not only how the physical body reacts to illness, but also how the heart and mind do. We have learned the structure of the skeletal system, the complexity of the endocrine system, and how the heart pumps blood to all of our vital organs. We can spout off the significance of innumerable lab values, name all the signs and symptoms of diabetic ketoacidosis, and maybe even take a look at that rash you have on your back and tell you whether you need to get checked out or not. But we have also learned how people cope with chronic illness, how a person processes an unexpected diagnosis, how a family reacts to the hospitalization of one of its members, how people experience grief and loss, and most importantly, how to listen to and be present for our patients. Nursing is an applied science and applied philosophy. To do it well, it takes not only the expression of human compassion, but caring in action. And it is one of the most rewarding things I have ever had the opportunity to do. As for my classmates, the foolish mortals that decided to join me on this oft-times Herculean effort, I have been consistently impressed by their talents and eternally grateful for their friendship. As I suppose is typical for a community college, we all come from a wide variety of backgrounds, families, past careers, and ages. In fact, some of us were slamming to Led Zeppelin and the Moody Blues before others were even a mere twinkle in their father's eye. Still others don't even know who the Moody Blues are. For that, they are forgiven. From the very beginning, everyone was friendly to one another and curious about each other's lives. Several of us have been working with patients for years before starting school. As for myself, I knew as much about patient care as a longshoreman knows about decorative floral arrangements. When I first set foot at the Newport Rehabilitation Center nearly 2 years ago, my clinical group's first clinical site, my eyes grew as wide as a bush baby's. I was excited to be out of the classroom, but felt great apprehension about providing care to another person. Mercifully, during the first week, our instructor instituted the buddy system, and my buddy, Sherry Gertula, as well as my clinical comrades, helped me get through those first 2 nerve-wracking days. And so it was as we moved through school, as our time together lengthened, our commonalities and respect for one another deepened. During clinicals, we've shared in unforgettable experiences, some of which made us stronger, some of which I actively suppress to this day. Each of us has had our good days and bad days. We've laughed with each other during the good times and picked each other up during the bad. We've shared our hopes and fears, confided in one another, and, when the time was right, cheered each other on during, I dare say, mind-blowing karaoke renditions of Fleetwood Mac and Salt and Pepper songs. In the end, our mutual desire to become great nurses brought us together. Our generosity and compassion towards one another helped share the weight of the task. For that, I thank you all. To my instructors, on behalf of our class, I offer sincere and heartfelt thanks for all your efforts. You have been our gurus, our senseis, our Dumbledores of nursing, if you will, and are responsible for creating this wonderful, confident, and caring group of future nurses. With your guidance and wisdom, we have grown from timid, bungling students to confident, proficient nurse graduates. You have given us a solid foundation of nursing practice with which to build our career upon. Thank you for providing us encouragement when we doubted ourselves, patience as we fumbled to learn the basics, praise when it was due, and giving us a metaphorical slap to the head when we needed it. Though our formal education with you has come to an end, you have taught us that learning is never finished and provided us with the tools to become exceptional nurses. Even though you are cruelly allowing us to graduate in this job market, we thank you for your unwavering support and optimism. To our families and friends, thank you for your patience and abiding love and support. Thank you for letting us listen to your heart, lungs, and bowel tones, much to your chagrin. We were all too aware that palpating your arm for excellent IV insertion sites during dinner was annoying. But in a way, hasn't it brought us closer together? Thank you for making us dinner, doing our laundry, and taking care of the kids, whether human or animal, when we simply couldn't handle one more thing. Thank you for tolerating our occasionally labile nudes, and for letting us cry on your shoulder when it was all a little too much to take in. Now that we've finished school, you finally get your family member back, and we'll be seeing a lot more of them. Well, at least until they get that coveted first job. Today, my classmates and I are indebted to a countless number of generous people and places, including the many facilities that have opened their doors to us, the nurses that were our guides and mentors, and the patients that granted us entrance into their lives. So many have given to us along the way. It will be our charge now to give back wholeheartedly to our communities and our world in service as healthcare professionals. Though today we celebrate, tomorrow our work begins. I'll end with a quote from entrepreneur and philosopher William Penn. I expect to pass through life but once. If, therefore, there be any kindness I can show, or any good thing I can do to any fellow being, let me do it now, and not defer or neglect it, as I shall not pass this way again. Thank you for the honor of addressing you, and congratulations to the nursing class of 2012.